Good morning, children. Today we are going to see chemical properties of ethers. First, let us see the reaction of ethers with HI, hydrogen iodide. We have two types of reaction with HI. First reaction is with symmetrical ethers. We are going to take symmetrical ethers. When symmetrical ethers reacts with hydrogen iodide at 373 Kelvin. Here we are going to take hydrogen iodide in a limited amount. We will get Ri and ROH, alkyl iodide and alcohol. Let us see an example for this. Let us take a symmetrical ether, diethyl ether C2H5O C2H5. When it reacts with hydrogen iodide in a limited amount at 373 Kelvin, it will produce ethyl iodide and ethyl alcohol. Note this dear, we have taken a limited amount of HI. Now second reaction we are going to see with excess of hydrogen iodide. Symmetrical ethers, when it reacts with excess of hydrogen iodide at the same temperature, that is 373 Kelvin, it will form two molecules of alkyl halide and water molecule. Let us see an example for this. When diethyl ether treated with hydrogen iodide in excess at 373 Kelvin, it will form two molecules of ethyl iodide and water. Let us see the reaction of hydrogen iodide with unsymmetrical ethers. As you all know that unsymmetrical ethers, the R and R dash will not be equal. That is R and R dash not equal. Then they are called as unsymmetrical ethers. I am going to take methoxyethane. This is an unsymmetrical ether. When it reacts with hydrogen iodide at 373 Kelvin, it will form ethanol C2H5OH and ethyl iodide CH3I. Now let us see the next reaction. Reaction of ether with phosphorus pentachloride. This is the general formula for ether. When it reacts with phosphorus pentachloride, it will form two molecules of alkyl halide and POCl3. Let us see an example for this. We are going to take C2H5O, C2H5. You all know that it's nothing but diethyl ether. When it reacts with phosphorus pentachloride, it will form two molecules of C2H5Cl. Ethyl chloride plus POCl3. Here I have simply replaced this R and R dash by C2H5, that is ethyl group. So I have replaced here too the R with C2H5. Now let us see the next reaction. Now we are going to see the reaction of aryl ethers with bromine. We are going to take aryl ether, that is bromination reaction. We are going to see now. Anisole is an example for an aryl ether. Anisole, when it undergoes halogenation, that is bromination, in presence of acetic acid, It forms two products. Para-bromoanisole and orthobromoanisole. Now let us see nitration reaction of aryl ethers. As you all know that in case of nitration reaction we have to take concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid. When anisole react with concentrated nitric acid, in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, it undergoes nitration. It forms two products, 2-nitroanisole and 4-nitroanisole. It forms 2-nitroanisole and 4-nitroanisole. Now we have to see one more reaction, that is Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation in case of anisole. We are going to take anisole. It will undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction. As you all know that in case of Friedel-Crafts reaction, we have to take anhydrous aluminium chloride as the catalyst. It's in Lewis acid. It undergoes an alkylation. So we are taking CH3Cl for alkylation. It forms a compound 2-methoxytoluene and 4-methoxytoluene. 2-methoxytoluene and 4-methoxytoluene. Anisole, it undergoes acylation, same way in presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride. It undergoes acylation with CH3COCl. It forms two compounds, 2-methoxyacetophenone and 4-methoxyacetophenone. Thank you, children.